Something big is stirring in the world of Heartland. Season 19 is finally here, and fans everywhere are buzzing with excitement. But that's not all. Whispers of a brand new spin-off have begun to circle. Could this be the beginning of something even bigger than Heartland itself? Heartland has always been more than just a show. For millions of people around the world, it's a comforting escape, a story that feels like home. When viewers hear the name Heartland, they don't just think of a TV series, they think of family, resilience, and the breathtaking beauty of life on the ranch. They think of Amy Fleming training horses with her gentle touch. They think of Lou stepping up to guide the family through endless challenges. They think of the ups and downs, the struggles and the triumphs that have carried us through nearly 2 decades of storytelling. And now, as the sun sets on 18 unforgettable seasons, the light is rising once more. Season 19 is finally here, and it promises to deliver the same heartwarming drama fans have cherished for years. But there's something else hanging in the air. A new kind of energy. A new sense of possibility. For weeks, maybe even months, fans have been asking the same question over and over. Is Heartland preparing to branch out? Could we really see a spin-off that continues the legacy in a fresh new direction? When a show runs as long as Heartland has, these questions aren't just natural, they're expected. Every great story eventually leaves little trails, hints of what could come next. And Heartland has no shortage of characters, settings, and untold stories that could carry the torch. Before we dive into the theories and speculation, let's focus on what we know for sure. Season 19, Episode 1 is the moment everyone has been waiting for. This is where the next chapter begins. It's where questions from the past will finally meet answers and where new mysteries will be born. The trailer alone has sent waves of anticipation through the Heartland community. Clips of wide-open fields, emotional glances, and heartfelt dialogue give us just enough to get excited, but not enough to feel satisfied. That's the genius of Heartland. It always leaves us wanting more. Think about it for a moment. 19 seasons? That's not just a record of survival in the television world, it's a sign of unstoppable success. In today's fast-moving entertainment industry, very few shows last more than a handful of seasons. But Heartland has stood strong. It has adapted. It has grown. And most importantly, it has held on to its fans in a way that feels rare. The loyalty surrounding this show is unlike anything else. Fans don't just watch. They feel connected. They see themselves in the characters. They recognize pieces of their own lives in the struggles and victories of the Fleming Bartlett family. That bond is what makes Heartland more than just a TV drama. It's why people keep coming back year after year, season after season. And now, with season 19 on the horizon, the bond feels stronger than ever. The trailer hints at themes of renewal, change, and hope. We catch glimpses of Amy still working to heal both horses and hearts, Lou continuing to balance her responsibilities, and the younger generation beginning to carve out their place in the story. These small fragments remind us of why Heartland works so well. It mirrors life itself. It doesn't shy away from loss or hardship, but it always returns to love, strength, and the belief that no matter how tough the storm, the sun will shine again. So here we are, standing at the beginning of a brand new season. The excitement is real, the anticipation is electric, and the possibilities feel endless. But alongside the joy of a new chapter, one question continues to grow louder in the fan community. Is a spin-off really on the way? Could Heartland be preparing to give us a new story? One that carries forward the legacy while exploring new characters and new adventures? These questions aren't just speculation anymore, they're the heartbeat of conversations happening online. In fan groups and around living room screens everywhere. This is why season 19 feels so different. It's not just another season. It could be the season that plants the seeds for the future. Every detail matters. Every new character, every unexplored storyline, every moment in the trailer could be a clue. Fans are watching closely, looking for signs, wondering if this is the start of something more. And that's the magic of Heartland. It doesn't just tell us a story, it invites us to imagine the next one. The trailer for Season 19 of Heartland doesn't waste a single second. From the very first frame, it pulls you straight back into the familiar world of Alberta's rolling hills, golden fields, and that iconic ranch that has become a second home for fans around the world. There's a reason Heartland has always stood out visually. It's not just a backdrop, it's a character in its own right. And in the Season 19 trailer, the land speaks again, reminding us that every story told here is rooted in resilience, growth, and the bond between people and the natural world. We see quick flashes of Amy Fleming, her calm but determined expression once again grounding the entire narrative. She has always been the emotional heart of Heartland, the one who brings healing where there is hurt. In the trailer, Amy is shown working closely with horses, her signature gift on full display. But this time, there's something different in her eyes. It's a mixture of hope and weariness, of lessons learned from the past 18 seasons and new challenges waiting just ahead. For longtime viewers, these moments are more than just glimpses. They are promises. Promises that Amy's journey isn't finished yet, and that the ranch still needs her strength. Then the focus shifts to Lou, the character who has carried the weight of leadership more than anyone else since the very beginning. The trailer hints at Lou's ongoing struggle to balance family responsibilities with the ranch's future. She is shown in a quiet moment of reflection, followed by a decisive glance that suggests she is once again ready to make the tough calls. Lou's arc has always been about learning to lead with both heart and practicality, and Season 19 looks like it will push her even further. The questions surrounding her leadership will likely be some of the season's biggest storylines, giving fans a chance to see just how much she has grown. But what really sparks curiosity in the trailer are the subtle hints at change. Heartland has always been about family, but family is never static. The younger generation, Katie, Lindy, and even characters like Georgie, if she returns, are stepping closer into the spotlight. One brief shot in the trailer shows Lindy standing with Amy, watching the horses with wide eyes, almost like a younger version of her mother. It's a symbolic moment, a visual reminder that the legacy of Heartland isn't just about the present, it's about the future. Fans who have been watching since the beginning can't help but wonder if these small glimpses are deliberate foreshadowing, clues that the series might slowly pass the torch to the next generation. Of course, Heartland has never been only about joy. The trailer makes sure to hint at emotional challenges as well. There are lingering shots of characters looking off into the distance, tense conversations cut short before the dialogue is revealed, and just enough dramatic music to tell us that heartbreak will be part of the journey too. That's always been the balance of Heartland life on the ranch. Is beautiful, but it's never easy. Horses need saving, families face disagreements, and people wrestle with choices that could change everything. Another detail worth noting is the pace of the trailer. It starts slow, almost gentle, letting fans sink into the world they know so well. But as the seconds tick by, the tempo increases. The editing becomes sharper, the music more urgent. We see horses running across open fields, doors slamming, characters walking away in frustration and others embracing in relief. This rhythm is intentional. It's a promise that Season 19 will not be static. It will move forward with energy, with conflict, and with emotional highs and lows that remind us why Heartland has endured for nearly 2 decades. And yet, perhaps the most exciting part of the trailer is what it doesn't show. Heartland has always been careful with its previews. It gives fans enough to start conversations, but it holds back the real surprises. There are shadows in the trailer, characters not fully revealed, storylines hinted at but not explained, and unanswered questions left hanging in the air. Who will face the biggest challenges this season? Which relationships will be tested? What changes will shake the foundation of the ranch? These questions linger long after the trailer ends, ensuring that fans are already counting down the days until Episode 1 premieres. For die-hard fans, this trailer feels like a reunion. It's familiar and comforting, but it's also a signal that the story isn't finished. For newcomers, it's a doorway into a world of heartfelt drama, where every character feels real and every conflict feels deeply human. And for those who have been wondering about the possibility of a spin-off, the trailer does something very clever. It plants subtle seeds moments with younger characters, flashes of new faces, and quiet scenes that could easily set up storylines beyond the main series. It's as if the trailer itself is whispering, "This may be the beginning of something even bigger." In the end, the Season 19 trailer is exactly what fans wanted, a glimpse into the future of a show they love, packed with emotion, tension, and just enough mystery to keep them hooked. It doesn't answer every question, but it's not supposed to. Its job is to make us feel excited, nostalgic. Every long-running series eventually faces the same question: what comes next? For Heartland, after nearly 2 decades on television, the answer might be closer than fans think. With Season 19 about to unfold, the whispers of a spin-off have only grown louder. It's not just idle chatter, it's a wave of curiosity that has spread across fan forums, social media pages, and even casual conversations in households where Heartland has been a weekly ritual. The possibility of a spin-off isn't just exciting, it feels almost inevitable. Why does a spin-off make sense now? Let's start with the sheer legacy of Heartland. Very few shows in modern television reach 19 seasons. To survive this long, a series needs more than just good writing and likable characters, it needs staying power. A world that feels alive long after the credits roll. Heartland has that in abundance. The show's foundation, the ranch, the family, the horses, the land is timeless. It doesn't rely on trends. It thrives on universal themes: love, loss, growth, and the bonds that tie people together. That's why so many viewers across generations keep tuning in. And it's also why the idea of a spin-off doesn't feel forced. It feels like a natural extension of a story that still has so much more to tell. One of the strongest arguments for a spin-off lies in the younger generation. The trailer already hints at this. Characters like Lindy and Katie are no longer background children, they're growing into individuals with their own personalities, their own challenges, and their own stories waiting to be told. Imagine a series centered around Lindy as she learns to carry on her mother's legacy of working with horses. Picture Katie stepping into her own leadership role, perhaps balancing the modern pressures of life while staying true to the ranch's traditions. These aren't far-fetched ideas. They're threads already woven into the fabric of Heartland, just waiting to be pulled into the spotlight. Then there's Georgie. Although her presence in recent seasons has been uncertain, fans haven't forgotten her. Georgie's journey as a competitive show jumper gave her a unique path that could easily carry an entire series on its own. A spin-off following her adventures on the international stage, balancing competition with personal life, could offer a fresh but connected perspective. It would appeal not just to longtime fans, but also to younger viewers discovering Heartland's universe for the first time. Beyond the characters we already know, there's also room for new beginnings. Heartland has introduced many side characters over the years: neighbors, friends, even rivals who could anchor a spin-off with their own struggles and triumphs. The beauty of the Heartland world is that it feels vast, even when the focus is on one family. A spin-off could expand that world, taking us to new ranches, new communities, or even new countries while still staying rooted in the same themes. But perhaps the most powerful reason a spin-off seems likely is the passion of the fans themselves. Audiences don't just watch Heartland. They live it. They discuss it, analyze it, and most importantly, they want more of it. Networks and creators listen to that kind of devotion. When a community is this strong, it creates opportunities that are too important to ignore. And if there's one thing Heartland has proven time and time again, it's that it listens to its audience. Still, speculation always comes with caution. A spin-off must be done carefully. Fans don't just want any continuation, they want something that honors the original while offering something new. The challenge lies in balancing familiarity with freshness. It can't be a carbon copy of the main show, but it also can't lose the heart that makes Heartland so beloved. It has to feel authentic, like a natural branch growing from the same tree. Some fans wonder if the seeds of a spin-off might already be planted in Season 19. Are the subtle moments with Lindy a hint at her future role? Are the new faces introduced in the trailer more than just guest stars? Is Heartland quietly building a bridge from one story to another, ensuring that when the main series eventually closes its doors, The universe stays alive through another? These are the questions fueling the excitement, and the speculation isn't going away anytime soon. In truth, the possibility of a Heartland spin-off is more than just rumor. It's a reflection of how much the show means to people. When fans ask for more, it's not because they're unsatisfied, it's because they're deeply connected. They want the story to continue in any form it can. And that's why even the faintest whispers of a spin-off create such a storm of anticipation. As we look ahead, one thing is certain: whether or not a spin-off comes to life, the Heartland universe has already proven its strength. It has given us characters who feel like family, stories that inspire hope, and a world that feels as real as our own. And if a spin-off truly is coming, it will be met not with hesitation but with open arms. Because Heartland has always been about more than television, it's about legacy. And legacies don't end. They grow. The journey through Heartland has always been about more than the episodes themselves. It has been about connection, the kind of connection that lingers long after the screen fades to black. And now, as we stand on the edge of Season 19, that connection feels more alive than ever. The trailer gave us hope, the characters gave us inspiration, and the possibility of a spin-off has given us something rare: the sense that this world might continue to grow beyond what we already know. But here's the truth. The future of Heartland doesn't just belong to the writers, the producers, or even the actors. It belongs to the fans. It belongs to every person who has tuned in faithfully for 19 seasons. Every viewer who has cried with Amy, laughed with Jack, argued with Lou, and celebrated with the entire family. It belongs to the community that has kept this story alive, sharing theories, revisiting episodes, and introducing Heartland to new audiences year after year. Without that dedication, we wouldn't even be here talking about Season 19, let alone the chance of a brand new spin-off. That's why now is the perfect moment to speak up. If you believe Heartland should expand, if you want to see Lindy's story unfold, or Georgie return with her own journey, or even a brand new ranch adventure come to life, then your voice matters. Fan conversations shape futures. Networks and creators listen when the demand is loud enough. And what better time to raise those voices than now, as Season 19 begins and speculation is at its peak? Of course, even without a spin-off confirmed, there is so much to celebrate. Season 19 is not just another chapter, it's a gift. Few shows in history make it this far. Heartland has given us nearly 2 decades of resilience, healing, and family bonds that stand the test of time. The fact that we get to continue this journey at all is a victory in itself. And with every scene we see in Episode 1, we'll be reminded why Heartland captured our hearts in the first place. Still, we can't ignore that lingering question: what comes after? It's almost poetic, really. Just as the characters on screen grapple with the future of the ranch, we, the audience, are doing the same. We're wondering about the future of the story itself. Will the torch be passed to the younger generation? Will the world expand in ways we've never imagined? Or will the show simply continue steady and strong for as long as the family story needs to be told? No one knows for certain, but the possibilities feel endless. And that is what keeps the magic alive. So, as the curtain rises on Season 19, let's do more than just watch. Let's participate. Let's keep the conversations alive in the comments and fan groups in every corner of the Heartland community. Share your theories. Debate your ideas. Imagine what the spin-off could be, and let others imagine alongside you. Because the more we talk about it, the more real it becomes. Every great story begins as a spark, and together, we can make sure that spark becomes a flame. And now, here's the part where I turn the question back to you. What do you think? Would you follow Heartland into a new spin-off series? Would you want to see Amy's daughter Lindy step into her mother's shoes? Would you like a series that takes Georgie into the world of competitive show jumping? Or do you imagine something entirely new? Perhaps a different ranch with brand new characters, but still connected to the spirit of Heartland? The possibilities are wide open, and your thoughts could be the key to shaping what happens next. So don't keep those thoughts to yourself. Drop them in the comments. Share your vision. Let's make this more than just speculation. Let's make it a conversation that reaches the very people who have the power to bring it to life. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video if you love Heartland as much as we do. Subscribe so you don't miss the latest updates, breakdowns, and news about Season 19, and yes, every whisper about that possible spin-off. Because trust me, the moment something official is announced, you'll want to be the first to know. As the sun sets over the Heartland Ranch in the trailer, it feels like a symbol. An ending, yes, but also a new beginning. That's the beauty of this story. No matter what happens, no matter how many seasons pass, there's always another sunrise waiting, another chapter to be written, and perhaps, just perhaps, another show ready to be born. So here's to Season 19, here's to the legacy of Heartland, and here's to the hope that this universe will continue to grow, not just for us, but for generations of fans still to come. The future is unwritten, and that's exactly what makes it so exciting. Stay tuned.